Aicha Qandisha.
Aicha Qandisha is considered one of the most popular jinn figures in Moroccan folklore. Portrayed in folk songs as Aicha, Malat el Marja, or Mistress of the Marshes. She is also referred to by various titles such as Lala Aicha, or Aicha the Sudanese, or Aicha the Ghanawiya, depending on the region in Morocco. It is believed that even uttering her strange and ominous name, Qandisha, brings a curse upon the speaker. Located 15 kilometers from the city of Meknes in central Morocco, the mausoleum of Sidi Ali ben Hamdouch is a pilgrimage site attracting many seeking fortune. Particularly, unmarried individuals find a source of blessings beneath a tree near the mausoleum, where a ritual unfolds under the branches, combining contradictions like blood and milk. In the pit under Aicha's tree, diverse rituals take place, featuring a mix of elements such as sacrificial offerings and the captivating dances of Jedba, a Sufi dance. The dances, performed by women amidst the lively atmosphere, are part of the local Sufi traditions known as Hadra and Jedba. Each day during the season, significant numbers of goats, sheep, chickens, cows, and camels are sacrificed near Aicha's tree. The peculiarity of these practices around Aicha Qandisha has led many researchers to explore who Aicha is, or to find ancient religious connections explaining these beliefs. The researchers have stood on two hypotheses. The first hypothesis, according to the Finnish anthropologist and mythologist Westermark, who deeply studied its mythology, relates to the continuity of ancient religious beliefs. He connects these mythical beings, the revered Ishtar, an ancient goddess sacred to Mediterranean and Mesopotamian peoples such as the Carthaginians, Phoenicians, and Canaanites. They conducted sacred prostitution rituals in her honor, and it is possible that Ishtar was the queen of the heavens for ancient Semites, believed to dwell in springs, rivers, seas, and generally in moist regions. We also find that Hebrew uses Kadesha for the feminine, and it is supposed that Kadesha and Kardish, used in verse 17, are terms specifically referring to the temple prostitute, who served as both the fertility goddess and engaged in sexual activities to fulfill the desires of those present in the temple, surrounded by rituals and licentious celebrations. The second hypothesis, according to some sources, Aicha Qandisha is a real historical figure, a woman of Andalusian descent from a noble Moorish family that was expelled. She lived in the 15th century, referred to by the Portuguese as Aicha Contessa, meaning Princess Aicha, and later transformed into Qandisha by the Moroccans. This resistance figure collaborated with the Moroccan army to fight against the Portuguese who killed and displaced her people. She demonstrated skill and courage in battle to the extent that some, particularly the Portuguese, believed she was not human but rather a supernatural being. She carved out a glorious reputation for herself among the resistance fighters and the general Moroccan population when she fought against the occupation. She adopted a peculiar method, luring the Portuguese soldiers into the valleys and swamps where they met their demise in a manner that terrified the invaders. The presence of similar myths to the legend of Aicha Qandisha in the cultural heritage of other peoples, such as the myth of Duwais in the Arabian Gulf, the Torn Mouth myth in Japan, and the Nadaha myth in Egypt, is one of the intriguing aspects for researchers. The common factor among them all is the convergence of several shared elements, such as the feminine seduction element, the desire for murder and sex, the typically remote and desolate setting, and the temporal element associated with darkness. These myths are commonly prevalent among villagers, especially during times when only the moon illuminates the sky. The story of Aicha Qandisha has been featured in numerous novels, TV series, and films.
Aicha Qandisha